Josh and Isi here once again
with another quality video.
As you can see, we're in a different environment. And that is one of the biggest things that's happening in this life update. So just to hit y'all between the eyes with it, just 1, 2
with your
punch.
best shot.
Hit me with your best shot.
Hit me with your best shot.
Some good things happened for me personally with my job, and got a promotion.
Well, you're skipping through everything so fast, babe. We gotta make this work.
I know, but I'm saying, I'm just like, this is the abbreviated version.
We shouldn't do long story short. We should make it long story long. Let's just pray and eat while we do it. Okay.
Lord, bless the food about you for nourishing our bodies. We thank you for the people watching. We thank you for the good memories to come, the good moments. We thank you for the new film space. And we thank you for the blessings to come in the future. These are the blessings we ask in your name. Amen.
Amen. And the blessings we have now, honestly.
Honestly.
So this isn't really an eat and chill, but we haven't ate, so yeah. Got some Chipotle veggie bowls. If you haven't tried the vinaigrette, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to try it. Tell them the first thing, because we haven't updated them in a while.
We haven't updated y'all in a while. Let's just start back at the beginning of this year. Right? 2019, beginning of this year, I had started my job as a server at this restaurant that's nearby called Papado. Some southern people might know Papado because it's real popping in the south, but for you up north people, it's just a really fancy seafood restaurant. Papado Seafood Kitchen. It's banging. Honestly, the food is pretty banging.
Some of y'all have even met him before, actually.
Yeah, actually, I've met a couple of subscribers that have just pulled up and seen me, recognized me from Isi's channel or whatever. But yeah, so I started there as a server. I was making good money, and things were looking up. At the time, I was actually, like, a lot of people have always asked the question, like, where do you live? Are you guys living together? This, that, and the third. Answer was yes, we were living together. I was staying with her and her mom at their house until I got my financial situation completely set together to where I could get myself a place. So I was working really hard with the server job. I was making good money, but I wasn't developing my credit line. And then a blessing just came out the blue. So like 3 months in, my boss's boss comes into town and basically just asked me, hey, do you want to be a manager at the restaurant? And I'm like, word? And at first I was like, nah, I'm not trying to do that. It's too much.
Tell them your head. Yeah, tell them.
At first I was like, nah, I'm not trying to do this. You know, there's gonna be a lot more responsibility. I'm not gonna have time to do what I want to do. You know, is it worth the money? This, that, and the third. Like I can make it on my own without this. And then like those feelings quickly dissipated. Like in the matter of a car ride home, I thought to myself like, I would be an idiot if I didn't take this job. So I ended up taking it, and then they put me on salary.
What was sorry to cut you off, what was the main reason you feel like, top three reasons why you decided to take it? And by the way, the manager job, y'all, is salary based, whereas when he was a waiter, it was kind of like
give or take.
Yeah, you don't really know, because the weekly or bi-weekly payment of a waiter, like, don't you start at $4 guaranteed an hour?
Yeah, $4.
But your money really comes from your tips, so you never know if you're gonna get tipped one day. It's just very inconsistent. So yeah, I was telling him to tell you guys the top 3 reasons why he decided to go with being a manager.
For one, I would say it was the pay, because I'm pretty sporadic as it is. So I need some consistency in my life, and I think if I had a consistent pay, I can like think to myself, okay, expenses, mark it out. What do I need to pay for every month? How much do I have? How much is left over? And then like if I want to do something else, what's in my budget?
Right.
I feel like it'll help me organize myself. Now granted, there's plenty of people that be like, you know, salary's cool, but you might get overworked, underworked. Like naturally, like I'm always trying to do something to keep myself busy, and the job requires you to be busy doing something at all times, so it's like it fits me perfect. The other 2 reasons is, one, I actually like my job, which is like, I guess crazy to some people. They're like, you actually like working there? You know, it's hectic. You know, people always like, there's always something. You know, someone might not like their food. Some people might be a little rude. You know, there might be an issue, or someone might need help. You know, managing people. There could be a whole lot of things, but like, I kind of like the thrill of that. the like high, fast-paced job. I get to solve problems. I get in trouble all the time trying to solve all her problems. Sometimes she's like, just listen, like stop trying to solve my problems. So like now I get the chance to actually be a problem solver, which is like
without getting in trouble.
yeah, without getting in trouble, you know. So that was also a big plus. And then the third reason is because I knew in the back of my head, if I got salaried, I could get an apartment. I figured all that out in a matter of a car ride, and the next thing you know, one thing led to another, and now I'm here. But just to give you guys like a glimpse, just understand it's been a long and tough road since I left college. Trying to find myself, find my way, and find a sense of like self. But now I finally
Feel like you have it?
yeah, I finally feel like I have something that I can say like, you know, this is what I do.
This is all you.
Yeah, this is mine. I have a place where I'm comfortable. I'm at peace with myself. I can walk around butt naked if I really wanted to. I got a wonderful girlfriend that can come over and enjoy this with me. I got this really cool chair that she bought me. I hope you guys see this chair that we're chilling in right now, because she definitely...
They'll see it in the
You're right.
furnished apartment tour, y'all.
When I give y'all the furnished apartment tour...
Y'all actually get a glimpse, because they really shouldn't have even saw this.
Yeah, you really shouldn't even saw this.
Because we're going to do the empty apartment tour first, after this video, and then a furnished apartment tour. And just know we got a lot of things coming for y'all. This is why we've been MIA. I know we fall off the map a lot, but we had a valid reason why this time, and it's because of this. Like, we were waiting 2-3 weeks for him to finally get in here, because this is our new filming space, and just that process of moving into a new place and buying things for the place and furnishing it. Like we vlogged a decent amount, like we even vlogged the apartment hunting and stuff, so we've been getting content for you guys. We just haven't given it to you guys yet, just because we wanted it to kind of be like organized and flow. But this is the start of something like big and new. Like I feel it. I don't know if you do.
I really do feel it, and it's gonna be awesome.
I didn't even realize how loud that joint was until it just turned off.
Yeah, I didn't even
I'm sure
realize.
they heard us though.
But like, it's gonna be huge. And I mean, the reason why we haven't posted a lot is like all that apartment hunting, shopping and stuff, plus me working now full time. And like I work, what, 45, 50 hours a week?
He only has 2 days off every week.
Only got 2 days off every week. But like the hours are pretty cool, so it's not like I have a set schedule. It's more like flexible. Like I might work nights, I might work days, I might work midday. Like,
Right.
And I like that too. I hate
9 to 5.
I hate it.
Every single day.
I hate
Yeah,
it.
like today, I don't know what time it is, like maybe almost 2:30 or whatever.
Yeah.
Today he doesn't go in until 4, and then some days he might go in at 8 a.m. and get off at 4:30, and like today he won't get off. It's from 4 to what?
Close.
Till close. So like we just have, things are just so much better right now, y'all. And you're way closer to work too.
Super close.
And like, by the way, we're using natural lighting right now. There's no ring light going on.
No ring
so
light.
the quality of these videos
The quality.
are about to go crazy.
It's about to be lit.
So I'm very excited. I'm very, 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 very happy for him. This is definitely, like he said, like it's been kind of a long time coming, but it's something he definitely deserves. And I'm sure one day we'll go into more detail about what this process has been to get here.
Man.
But just know, like, I feel like it attests to manhood. It attests to like post-college that a lot of people don't talk about, and attests to the strength of our relationship. Because you know, some people, like some people have been like, man, if you don't get it together, then I don't know, or whatever. And we just stayed tough with each other. So yeah, this was the big picture.
This was
We're in the picture.
We're definitely, and I don't even know if this is the big picture.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah, this is like the.
This time last year, this was the big picture.
Yeah, this was the stepping stone
Now we got to make another picture
to propel us to the next stepping stone. So like, first step was my place. Next step will be our place. Because I think, in a sense, as a man, I think in order to develop into a man at some point, you have to at least convince yourself that you're capable of taking care of yourself entirely. And I feel like that's what I've been aiming for. Like, this isn't me saying I wasn't getting money, I wasn't paying for stuff. Yes, I was, but I was not completely taking care of myself. Like, I can say now,
You're 100% independent.
I want 100% independent. My own, like my job has hella benefits, so I have my own insurance.
Yep.
I have my own money. I got my own roof. I got my own food.
Got your own car.
Got my own car.
Yep.
Like I'm.
My man is a man, y'all.
I'm
like
really doing it.
He a man.
Really doing it. And like I know we posted that other one that where it was like life-changing news. Is because
that's when you got your first ever job.
Yeah, that's when I got that. No, it wasn't the first.
The UES job.
The UES job.
Yeah, it was. That was the first one.
That was my first like real. What I thought was a real.
We
job.
thought that was life-changing.
And we thought that was going to create this picture. We thought that was.
And it was another inconsistent job.
It was another. It
wasn't consistent money at all, and that was kind of. We had a lot of kind of like deep conversations. Sometimes I would have to kind of bring to light with him, kind of like I have different goals and aspirations and stuff I'm trying to reach in life, and I'd like that to be with you. But if you're not really showing me effort to get to not a matter of him making the same amount of money as me, but just try to get financially stable. It was a matter of stability. These kind of like, and it's no shade to like being a waiter or like just having kind of inconsistent pay or whatever. If that's what you want to do, then that's cool. But for me, I was looking for a partner that seeked financial stability the way I did, and those jobs weren't going to do that for him. So that's why our relationship, I do feel like we were good, but it took a really big step in the right direction when you officially became like a manager, because I didn't have to worry as much about like, oh, is he gonna get it together, or when are we gonna be able to blah blah blah, because we're young, but time just be flying so much. I just have certain we, because I don't want it to seem like it's all like easy this, easy that.
Yeah.
But we've discussed these things before. So like we said we wanted to be married around like 26, 27, 25 through like 27, that age group, or we wanted to have a family around this age group and stuff. And it's just like, well, if we establish that's what we want to do, then these different actions and stuff that's being taken aren't geared towards that direction. So that was what a lot of our conversations kind of stemmed from when I brought it up to him, kind of like, you know, I'm happy for you, and I don't want to downplay the fact that you have a job now and you're working and stuff, but it's like you kind of need to do more. And it was only because he kept being in this mentality of, I don't want to do a 9 to 5, I don't want a salary base, I don't want to, and it was just like, in my head, you kind of need that to get stable. Like, you don't have much of a choice, really.
In a whole sense, y'all, I was very stubborn.
He was, y'all.
I was stubborn.
I was trying to say it without like calling you out.
You have to understand, people. You have to understand. Maybe some will understand, maybe some don't. When you see your significant other not giving their time to like a job, right? So you were.
Well, it's my job, but it's something I like to do.
It's
a
something
passion.
you love doing. So like, if I seen you getting bread off what you love doing,
right?
I spent a lot of time trying to figure out, like, sorry y'all, it died. She's going to get some water right now. But what was I saying?
You're trying to find your passion.
Yeah, so like I spent a lot of time trying to find my passion, what I could see myself doing for long term.
And funding it. You were saying how your significant other. Yeah.
And funding it. Like, how could I make it worth my while? And like, it made a turn for worse because I was definitely like chasing. I was chasing a whole bunch of different things, and I wasn't being realistic at all.
You were definitely one of those people too, or still kind of are, but got better. You were one of those people that wanted to run before you crawl and walk.
Yeah. And
that was one of those things where, like, I do think that you being with someone like me who's a social media influencer, doing what I love to do and making money from it, skewed your perception of how
life.
You're supposed you're supposed to make money and stuff.
The order of life.
Because like for me, I wake up when I want, I film when I want. It's just it's an entrepreneurial lifestyle. How well I do and how much success I get is based off how much effort I put in. But I also started this journey while I was still in college. Whereas you were trying to start it after we graduated.
Post college, when I need to have my shit together.
Yeah. So it's been a very interesting ride, you guys, for sure.
And I had to come to grips with reality. I forget when. But it was one of those conversations that we had. She was talking about when she was like, you need to find a way to get yourself together and like find a sense of stability for yourself. And one of those conversations really hit home with me. And then after that, I was like, F it. I'm doing whatever it takes to get as much money possible. And then like,
when I said I would move.
Yeah.
Whether you were ready or not.
Yeah. So like when I hopped on the server thing, I was like, okay, cool. At least now I know I'm gonna generate some decent income, because I knew I had a personality and I knew I had like the skill set to be a good server. So, and I was a very successful server. I was making very good money as a server. Enough so to where I could have gotten an apartment being a server, but my credit was trash.
That, and you would sometimes have those days where someone don't know how to tip.
Yeah.
And you would only make $40 in one day.
And I didn't want to bank.
It's inconsistent.
Yeah, I didn't want to bank my rent off of the gratitude of people, you know? I would rather it be very consistent, something that I can keep a peace of mind. I think if I would have got this apartment off server checks, I would have never had my peace of mind.
Yeah, you would have been scared.
I'd have been like, every month, I'd be like, nah, I gotta go back to work. I gotta work.
You probably wouldn't have got an apartment like this, though, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd have got something real. I'd have got something real modest.
Yeah.
More modest than this. It's not the best apartment in the world, but it's a good apartment.
For a first apartment, people were shook to find out this was your first one.
It's good. It's a good apartment. I'm not gonna flex. But yeah, I'm real happy that I can call it my own, and I have a good peace of mind because the check gonna clear
every month. Twice a month.
That check gonna clear, and it's gonna be a nice check. So I'm really not stressing. Like, I'm not one to need a lot of money to be like comfortable. I just need enough so where I'm not fighting month to month to stay afloat. You know, and I feel like if I try and overexert myself in the chase of money, because money doesn't really mean much to me. It's important. Let me put it that way. Money is important, but it doesn't drive my life. Like, it's not that fuel. Like, a lot of people nowadays, I feel like very like, I'm gonna go get the bag. I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna get this money. If I ain't getting money, I ain't doing nothing. But like, I'm doing something. It's just not money wise. Like, I work out every day. I love fitness. But now I can afford to do that because now I have income. And I feel like that yin and yang needed to come, because whereas Dali last year, I was like, I can do fitness and get paid.
We went through a lot of that, y'all. I can do music and get paid. And it's not that he can't. It's that is not an overnight type of thing where all of a sudden you the best fitness trainer, people want to sign up for your classes, or you the best beat maker, and like that takes time. That takes seasoning.
All of that takes time.
Whereas he was in the mentality like, that's what I'm gonna bank off of. That's what I'm gonna
like, and I'm in this mentality that this is gonna make me money tomorrow.
Right.
When really that kind of stuff won't make me money probably for the next year, 2 years. I have to develop my skills in my physical as well as in my creativity. So like she was mentioning the beats, like I actually went, and luckily enough, I was,
because you have the money now to fund it.
I have the money to fund it. Now I finally got some good beat making equipment, which means now I can make good music.
Right.
And I can still be comfortable. So like a whole, like, y'all, moral of the story is get your life together before you start. Like, I know they say chase your dreams and drop everything, but
crawl to your dreams.
Sometimes you gotta take that slice of humble pie and really say to yourself, like, man, I should probably go get some capital first before I start trying to make investments off of love. And like, I could have gone to the bank, got a loan, tried to do something.
Oh God.
And put myself in debt and then go out on a limb, but my mind wasn't focused enough on a target to even do that. Cause like, again, I was dream chasing. I was chasing different things, quick dollar schemes or whatever, like thinking that like everything's just gonna hit one night and I'm just gonna be rich the next day. That doesn't happen. That's not real.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting too? Josh isn't the only male that I've noticed has that. I don't even want to call it an issue, but like just a kind of a lack of focus and like seeing that big picture and understanding the steps to get there. Like there's a lot of males that kind of struggle with that. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I feel like me being his woman and like giving him that feminine energy of like, you know, these are the steps that you need to take to get to where you want to get, essentially kind of helped you get here. Not taking all the credit for it, but I'm just saying like,
I will give you head of credit. She helped map out my success strategy. She was like, okay, you want to do fitness? What's your plan? And then like, of course, I give her that typical guy that doesn't know what he's doing. He was like, you know, I'll probably get a couple clients, you know what I'm saying? And those clients turn into like 100 clients. And that client turned into like, I'm rich. And she just like, that doesn't sound like a whole plan. It sounds like a bunch of good ideas.
Right.
But there's no plan behind it. Whereas now, I'm like, look, I'm a manager.
Yep.
I'm making money. I have now in my free time, it is free time. It's legit free time because I don't have to think about work or money. The money's coming, or the money's here. Like I'm saving and I have money coming.
Right.
And so in the free time now, she's like, okay, now you can start.
It makes more sense.
It makes more sense to be a dream chaser now, because you in your free time chase your dreams, but like you need to have a sense of stability, or else you're just gonna be a bum.
And I remember too, it reminds me back when you were kind of like, I don't want a 9 to 5 because I'm not gonna have as much time.
I was wasting that.
I remember getting so frustrated whenever he would say that, because one, we all have as much time in a day as Beyonce, and then two, a lot of the time when he didn't have a job and he was kind of just kicking it at home with me, he was on his phone scrolling a lot on Instagram, or just BSing or whatever. We'd be watching Netflix, and I'm just like, we say we don't have time, but we all have time to do different things, to job search, to try to fund your passion. Could have tried to start a Shopify or something. So it's just like, it's not that you don't have enough time. And even now that he has a job, I'm glad that you've seen now, like, we're here filming a video before you go to work. There's time, and he worked out, what, 6, 7 a.m.
Worked out, kicked it with my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, had a full day.
There's time in the day. That's a cop-out excuse that a lot of people use. I've used it before.
Yeah. And I feel like sometimes people feel like they don't have time because they're working like the traditional 9 to 5.
Uh-huh.
Whereas
yours
like,
isn't. That's
mine
different.
isn't the
You're
traditional 9 to 5. And like, if you're like me and you don't necessarily like structure, look for someone with flexible schedules like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't always have to be 9 to 5. It could be like flexible hours. Like, you got to get your 50 hours in, but it's flexible. And
you got to be willing to sacrifice
yeah.
different things in order to get what you want out of it.
And if sacrificing 50 hours out of my week gets me this apartment, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it 9 times out of 9. And I kept having this thought in my head that like, if I do this, I'm gonna be trapped in the cycle forever. But I have a plan.
Oh, we have a plan.
We have a plan. And that's the great part about having feminine energy and like a better half in terms of things. Cause like, she's helping me build a plan that'll make sure that this isn't a forever thing. Like, I don't, as much as I love being a manager at Papados, it's like, it's a nice thing, but I could definitely find ways to do something more with my time. Like, if I could get paid to do fitness, or if I could get paid to make beats, and I could actually like make money while doing my passion, that's great. But until then, I need something to fund my life. And so I think this is the best option that I've come across.
Yeah, and you're at a really good age too, to be able to be moving around and stuff like that, and everything's so fast paced. Because his mind automatically, minus this job, is always like this. So that's why the job is just such a perfect fit for him, and why, honestly, even at the end of your prayer, I was like, we're currently blessed. It's not a matter of like waiting, hoping for blessings. We've been extremely blessed as individuals as well as a couple to be at this point in our life at 24 years old. So, and for it to be like, so I'm just so excited for the future and like what we're gonna do with this channel and how far we're gonna go and stuff.
The channel's gonna be cool too.
Yeah.
I feel like this just kind of, it turned up the channel because now we have more space. It's just, I wouldn't even say like, it's not like we have thousands of yards of space. It's just new scenery, new vibes, like new feelings. But I feel like now that I have a space where like, because honestly, when I was living with them, I didn't have much space. Like, and
you had storage.
I had storage, and I had a roof over my head. I think that was basically it. But like, now I have space. Like I have, and like something about physical space gives you mental space too. So like, I was never really at ease while staying with Bae and her mom. I was never mentally at ease. Like, there was always this little ticker in the back of my head, like, you're not really doing shit right now. Like, you're not taking care of yourself. Like, what are you doing? And I don't know why that didn't push me faster, but I think I was so caught up in trying to find myself that I needed at least a little bit of time to just find my, like, and granted, if I put it in perspective, fresh out of college, a year out, finally making it to manager, that's not bad. It's not terrible. And
that's why I feel like that's a problem, and why it's important to us to make the video eventually of like post-college Depression, honestly, because I feel like that's kind of what you really went through, but nobody really talks about it. It seems like everybody gets a job right out of college and a salary base with benefits, and that's unrealistic and it's not true.
It's not.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you get like what I got, a business degree. Business administration degrees are like a dime a dozen. I'm not gonna lie, like everybody dang near has a business degree. If I would have done it again and gone back to school, I would have majored in like producing.
Like music?
I think I would have majored in like a skill, something that transfers into life that if I was all by myself, I could still sell.
Do you think that you would have still been able to be manager with a music degree, or it helped that you had a business degree? They just wanted a degree?
They just wanted to see a degree. You just needed a degree.
Okay, what else are we live updating? So you got the promotion.
Got the promotion.
Got a new place.
Got a new place.
For me, I don't feel like a lot is going on other than I am going to London later this month.
Oh yeah.
I think this is the first time I've publicly announced that on social media. So y'all might be the first people to know unless I put it on my Instagram before then. But yeah, I'm going from the 20th to the 27th, and I don't know for sure if I'm gonna have a meet and greet or not, but just stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram if you don't already, and you'll probably find out through there. But I'd like to meet some of you guys because I know I have a decent amount of like UK followers. So yeah, that's the biggest life update with me, traveling out the country for the first time by myself. Damn near. I'm not gonna say for the first time here. I've only gone one other time. That was to Africa with my mom when I was 12. So it's more so like consciously as an adult traveling outside the country. This is the first time for me doing that. So yeah. Also this weekend we're throwing him a housewarming party. So I wonder, should we vlog it?
Maybe.
His family is coming from Indiana. My family is coming, and our friends are coming.
And friends.
So
everybody gonna be in here.
It's just gonna be kind of light work, but people, this is just a really big step.
It's a big accomplishment. Maybe y'all don't understand the magnitude of it because you're not actually living it, but it's huge for where I've come from. It's huge. So I'm extremely blessed, extremely happy, extremely thankful for all that. And it's gonna get better as time goes on. It only goes up from here. Now I think about it, like, got other business ventures in the works.
Same, but I just didn't want to touch on it because
we ain't gonna touch on that yet.
It's another when we have the announcement, it'll be big, but
it'll be huge.
We're working on other stuff too in
like,
the background.
Next level, like we're just really trying to step everything up, and that kind of stuff takes time and takes planning, which is what we're going through right now. A whole bunch of time and planning, but our time is all over the place. But like she said, we got 24 hours, just like Beyonce.
Yup.
So we're gonna make this work
right
as much as possible, and we're gonna get you guys content now that we have. We're not total. I'm not totally settled in here. I still have like a couple pieces of furniture and my music equipment that's still coming in, and I think a couple more things like film equipment or like a couple extra things and stuff, plants and good stuff. But
bottom line, we can film though.
Bottom line,
we have a space to film.
We have a space
with amazing lighting.
With really good lighting.
It looks really great from here.
I don't know. I really hope it looks as good as it looks from this far away.
Goal is to upload at least twice a week. I did 4. At least you can expect 2 videos a week. We were doing it for a minute.
We were.
And that was in my tight room, so we ain't got no excuse now.
Yeah, we really have no excuse but to do it.
But y'all can also help us with video ideas. Like, let us know in the comment section below now, actually, what are you guys' favorite videos to see from us? And we're going to start doing cooking videos.
Cooking videos.
I don't know how many of you guys follow us on Instagram, but Josh is like really good at making healthy type foods. And well, he can cook, period. So we can start bringing y'all cooking videos if y'all want. So hashtag cooking videos if you want that. If you liked our eating chills, put that in the comment section. Like, let us know what videos you want to see from us.
I got some good at-home workouts that I could probably film in here for y'all who don't necessarily have gym memberships. Shoot, we got plenty of stuff that could really go down now. Now that we have space, really.
Space. But yeah, I think that's everything.
It's really the bulk of it. But good things have really come from just taking that big step and biting the bullet and actually like
And the bullet ain't even that bad.
It's not even a bad bullet, to be totally honest.
And I also say too, I'm gonna speak to the females directly. If you're kind of like in a situation similar, don't be afraid to kind of be hard on your man, especially if you know that he can be better than what he's settling for. Yeah. I knew that you were bigger and better than where you were in life. Not to downplay that it was bad, it was just like, I always knew Josh had amazing potential. That's one of the things that I really fell for him with. So I was like, he's not really doing as much as he could. And I think it was important that I established that instead of settling. Because also, speaking individually, and for you too, you should never settle on your partner. Because inevitably, what you do, whether we're married or not, impacts me. So if I see myself elevating in life and wanting to do this and traveling, like even like the simplest thing of traveling together and stuff, we couldn't really do if you weren't financially there. So just stuff like that. Just don't hesitate to voice how you feel about something is what I'm saying, long story short. But it looks like this is about to die, so we need to go ahead and peace, love, and hair grease them out.
Okay.
So real quick, love y'all, can't wait to make more content for you guys, and see you soon.
Coming.
Peace,
Love, hair grease, and we out.